When the DACA announcement was made, Gutierrez flipped out in an emotional tirade rife with personal insults. Kelly has no honor and should be drummed out of the White House along with the white supremacists and those enabling the president's actions by just following orders, Gutierrez blasted, calling him a hypocrite among other things. The president gave Congress a 6-month window to create legislation to protect DACA recipients, but Kelly is not optimistic. Every DOJ and DHS lawyer says DACA is unconstitutional. Every other legal scholar, right and left, says the same thing. Trump didn't end DACA, the law did. That said, I worked and succeeded to give the Congress another 6 months to do something. I am not confident, Kelly said. During my time at DHS, from 20 Jan until this moment, I have met with hundreds of members on both sides of the Hill. My message always was I have bought you time to do something on DACA. I begged and pleaded with them. They did exactly nothing, he said. Gutierrez disagreed. So far we have seen no courage to fight for Dreamers from the president or his chief of staff. There is a clear majority in the House today to support measures to defend DACA recipients, but Republicans need to choose whether they want to let that happen or not. So far, the answer is not, Douglas Rivlin, Gutierrez's spokesman, said. Ending DACA amounts to surrender without a fight for the president and his chief of staff. This is a situation that is unfortunately out of our hands, Clay County Schools Superintendent Joe Paxton told WSAZ-TV, citing the unconstitutionality of school prayer. The U.S. Supreme Court is the supreme law of the land. And the September 1 game between Clay County High School and Braxton County High School marked the first time the ban on prayer over the loudspeakers was in effect, the station said. Of course, if students decide they want to pray, that's a totally different story. And that's exactly what players, from both teams, had in mind. When the moment of silence was announced, the opposing teams rushed to the center of the field, took a knee and prayed aloud, joined by many in the bleachers, Zaz said. Some fans even wore "I'm gonna pray anyway" t-shirts. Clay County High School Principal Crystal Gibson told Zaz during that moment of silence, "If anyone wishes to pray, by all means I wish that they would. That's their right to do so, and I'll be doing so at that same time." She told the station that most of the community, I do believe, supports prayer. The keywords? Most of. Certainly the person who raised the issue about prayer over the loudspeakers has the right to voice that opinion, and it can be a sticky legal issue when it appears a public school is endorsing or encouraging prayer. But there was nothing that a detractor could do to prevent the student-athletes from expressing their faith. Ironically, the ban on prayer over the PA system only bolstered the desire of many in Clay County to pray in public, and given how far-reaching their reaction to the ban has been, you might say prayer is more popular than ever.